Hello everybody, RangerGFX here, and today we're gonna learn how to do this. And as you saw in the picture, sorry that I didn't have any speed art before, but I forgot to do it. So basically, I'm gonna teach you how to do the curves and the circle. If you want a more experienced way on how to make a circle or an orb like this, go to my channel and check out my tutorial about that. I'm just gonna show you what I did here. I didn't really do anything special. The text is really, it took me a long time to make, so I'm basically just gonna um, give you a layer style and you can just paste it into your Photoshop. I'll show you how to do that. Right, but let's get started. So just gonna close this down. We want this. Basically, what I want to do is go to File, New, and we want to get the width, and the wait a second, it's lagging. Sorry. The width and the height to 400 each, like this. Now that we've done this, double click on the background, or you don't need to, but whatever. Double click, click again, and we're gonna go to Color Overlay, and just pause this video whenever you want to get it best. So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna change it to A E A E A E. That's about right. And now that we've done that, change the opacity to 86. And then what I did is I went to pattern overlay, and I took this one. I will have this in the description as well. And I had inner shadow to the size around 62. And basically, um, that's about it. I didn't do anything more. Then I went to do the circle, right? So just have it as a black. So let's just go here, change that to black, and go to this one. Hold shift down, choose whatever size you want. I'm just gonna have this. I think that's enough. Right click here and rasterize type, or rasterize layer, and we're just gonna put it in the center and double click on it. Now I'm just gonna see. We're gonna make two, but first let's do the metal kind of thing. So let's do. You want to start off by going on gradient overlay, and I will have this in the description as well for you guys to use. Opacity 39. I know it's not that much, but whatever. Uh, and then we're gonna have bevel and emboss. We're gonna change the depth, the size to 27. 27. We're gonna have it as a ring double, so that's this one, and that's basically it. Altitude like this, I would just untick use global light so it doesn't change the other stuff. Now go to drop shadow, and drop shadow I had it at size 54. So go to that. Wait a second, like that. About that. Pattern overlay, I forgot to do that. I basically just use this one or this one. No, I use this one, and I had the opacity to 100. Cause yeah, I guess that's good enough. And if you want to save this layer style so you don't have to do it again, just go over here and click. That same way you're gonna get the text. I'm gonna have a PSD file just open, and you click on the text, and you go here and just click. And that way you look at the layer style. Okay, and you click OK, of course, right? So now we have this. I'm just gonna click Control J. Gonna make Control T and make it smaller. Gonna make it inside this, so like this. I think that's good enough. And right click, I'm gonna clear layer style. Now it's just a black hole, and I'm basically just gonna do something else. So double click on it. I'm gonna go to gradient overlay, just have it as it is, and change, maybe have it on soft light, and change the opacity to 76. Then we're going to color overlay, I'm gonna change the color. So down here, right, okay. 0070 74. That's the color I used, and the opacity on that one I had at 63. 63. Then we go to inner shadow, and we want the size to be 43. 43. I have the pattern overlay, and I chose this one that I will also have. This one, and I am everything just stayed like that. Actually, I didn't really do anything more. Um, that's about it actually. So that's done. Um, Now wait a second. I'm just gonna pause it. Hello everybody again. Sorry for the uh, disruption. I'm just gonna go back here and change the pattern overlay. I can see that it's a bit big, so you just change the opacity to whatever you want. And oh right, I did one more thing. I also put inner shadow. I actually forgot to tell that. Sorry guys. I'm just gonna go back to that. So go back to the metal kind of thing and take inner shadow, and the inner shadow you want at size 122. You don't want it, but something like that, you know. And that's about it. I'm just gonna take the opacity up again, like that, and that's good. You can always. I'm pretty sure that's the one I use. I did not use that one. I used this one probably. So that one. I'll also have that one in, of course. So sorry guys. Okay, now I have that. And we'll set the circle, the blue circle. So now that we've done the background on this, we will move on to the text. The text is not really complicated since I will give you the layer style. So basically just click here. I'll also give you the font code bold. So I'm just gonna write whatever, something. Oh, I have no idea. Whatever. I'm just gonna write Ranger GFX. By the way, I'm gonna have a new name soon. Um, but I need to make background stuff before I launch it. So I'm just gonna have it as Ranger GFX and like this. All right. Basically, when you get the layer style, you just go over here and you click and you drag it. For now on, you can just drag it and it'll be like this. When you see it like this, just go over here and click OK, as I told you. But now we have this right click, rasterize type. Okay. Now moving on to make the lines, right? That's where we want to. That's probably what takes the longest time. So click Control Shift N, enter, and you take your little pen tool. Before we do that, change the brush size to, it's loading, to that one, and the pixels to be 4. And that's basically it. You want to change this to be white. Okay, now we're ready. So you just go from here, and you basically just hold it if you want to. Actually, that's not good enough. Make it a bit out of the circle, like this. And you basically just make whatever you want, go around it like this. And like this. It's a bit different, whatever, you can change it to whatever you want. So right click, stroke path. You can either simulate pressure or not. This is what it's like when it's simulated, but you can click again and have it without simulating pressure, which is basically just the same, or just gonna have the same length. I usually like having it as at simulate pressure. So that's what we're gonna have, or you can decide whatever you want to have it on. Now it basically looks like this, not so good yet. So let's just go on and get some effects before we continue. So let's see. Right. Basically, outer glow. Let's start with that. Trying to change the color, go down here and change to OOE3CB. That's the one I used. And opacity at 100 instead of that. And the spread to 9. And you can always mess around with it if you don't want it that bright or whatever. something like that. You can just change it to your liking, and that's basically it. I also had added a drop shadow just to make it more effective like that. That's about it. That's pretty good. Okay, and now what I want to do is basically there's two ways to do it. Um, I usually just take the razor, and I say, okay, so it goes up here. We're gonna make it disappear here. So you go right here and you just delete it like this, and go right, find out where it's gonna come. Maybe not so much. So yeah, it's hard because not, just make the brush. Actually, just make the brush smaller to be more precise, and make it wherever you want to stop. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is taking the pencil and so going from here to here, holding it, making it this exact thing that you want, and gonna go here, like this, and basically now we just line it, right click, make selection, enter, and delete. Now we have that done. Just gonna click here. Bam. Now that's another way to do it, but I like using the eraser to be more precise, and you can always just cut, make it however you want. So basically that's what you do. You take every second line and you just erase it. And yeah, that's about it. Just erase lines. Uh, that's about it. I mean, yeah, it practically looks the same as the other one. We can try taking the other one in. It doesn't look the exact same, but whatever. Um, Photoshop EX. Save it, and then you're done. Save it as PNG. I would suggest, but right, you see, it almost looks the same. It's a bit smaller, but sorry, guys, but it's basically that's how you do it. We can try to see the shape, color overlay. We can have it at gradient. We can have it at normal, normal, like that. All right. Change the gradient overlay to normal instead of having it as soft light, and you'll have the same effect. And yeah, sorry that it's bigger, guys. Yeah, we can always just make it bigger too. So I take this, this, and this, and just enlarge it. Maybe not so much, but whatever. Not so much. Like that. Whatever. Like this. Now it's almost the same. Okay, now it's too big. Whatever. You know what I mean. It looks pretty much the same. I had a bit more curves here, but you can just make that yourself. Yeah, that's about it. Hope you like this tutorial. If you have any tutorial ideas or comments, just write down in the comments. Yeah. See you guys later. Hello, everybody. Ranger.